Yeah, so the more I talk to people, the more I realize they don't know how to live out Christianity. They don't know how to love. They don't know how to overcome their sin. They don't know how to do any of this stuff because they're not taught right. They're taught to be sin conscious and to focus on yourself. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what God showed me. I'm going to show you what God showed me in the Word and in my life and how to pray. We don't read the Bible as a list of rules to keep. It's not a list of rules and regulations that you got to do in order to be right with God. That's lies from hell. Jesus already did all the work. You draw near to God with a pure heart, a clear conscience. He sprinkled our hearts to cleanse our hearts from a guilty conscience so we can serve God. You get it when you read the Bible, you see the truths in there, okay? Your life and your actions are telling you that you're just a horrible sinner and that's all you're ever going to be. That's what your mind is telling you. That's what the enemy's whispering in your ear. And that's the thoughts you have. Like, I ain't never going to overcome this. And I stayed there for a long time. But every time I went back to the Word said that while I was at my worst, dead in my sins, He reconciled me to Himself through the death of His Son. So I started getting alone with God. Matthew 6:6. When you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who's in the secret place. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you in the open. So I started doing that. And then John 14:21 is like the one who has my commandments and keeps them. That is the one who loves me. And the one who loves me will be loved by my Father. And I will come and manifest myself to Him plainly. Like, I started taking these truths as reality. And I was like, God, I thank you. I thank you that you love me. I thank you that through the blood of Christ, all my sin has been removed. My past, my present, and my future sins, they've been gone. They're gone. You don't see me according to the flesh now. You see me according to the Spirit. I feel His presence right now. It's like you get alone with God and you pray that. It's like, God, I thank you for teaching me how to walk and to live by faith and to live by the Spirit. Because if I live by the Spirit, I won't fulfill the lusts of the flesh. I thank you, God, that you strengthen me like the wild ox, like it says in the Old Testament. You know, I thank you for giving me your yoke and your burden because they're easy and they're light. It's not about me. It's not about what I can do for God. It's about reading who He says you are and then believing it. You got to become that. It has to be your identity, like the mind you think from, like everything about who He says you are, that you're righteous, you're accepted, you've been justified, you're redeemed, you're seated with Christ in the heavenly realms. You got to pray all that and believe it in your heart, and God will make it become alive to you, and it'll be a reality. And then you're not trying to go out and live right. You're living right because that's who you are now. It's really that simple.